Well, I think there's an ad technology that doesn't exist yet that's busy listening to consumers as if they were customers that we don't have yet. And right now we don't have that trust, in part because people don't know where the ads are coming from or what they're doing here. Very often, I see these shoes in 5 different websites. Why are these shoes following me around? Why does it think I'm always interested in Toyota? What does it know about me that I don't know, and how did it know it? That's sort of getting ad technology into trouble right now, and it's diminishing trust. But if we have a genuine relationship, we as the advertisers and as ad tech providers have a genuine relationship of some sort with our targets. So they're not just targets, but they're human beings that we understand, and they're involved in our process. All of a sudden, we can be a lot more trustworthy than we are right now in the infant stages of trying to make this stuff work.
The biggest threat to marketplace quality that technology can solve is the true value being delivered by a given impression. This doesn't just mean whether it hits the target demo or person or if it's viewable. It's really optics into effectiveness.
Today's biggest threat in ad technology comes from online ad fraud and people who are gaming the mechanisms of ad placement, ad serving, and ad targeting. They're taking money when driving up false impressions and false clicks, and they're also spoiling the data models, the decision models that go into ad targeting and profiles of consumers, because in so doing they ensure that they can fly under the radar. So it's a pervasive problem that's not just about redirecting money, but even about corrupting the decision making that we use to direct that money and also make decisions about future advertising.
I think it's very obviously around transparency. I think you're seeing a real trend to making sure people are visible, whether it be the sites you're advertising on, whether it be impressions that you're serving to, whether it be videos that are being watched. So to me, this trust that has been frankly eroding over these last handful of years related to the sort of emergence of technology as a solution or as a part of the solution. The technology is there, and the ability to do the things that we've all looked forward to, meaning the right ad to the right person, the right time, etc. The technology is there, the trust is not necessarily there.
The biggest threat to marketplace trust and quality, I think that I would say the distribution of malware for the use of defrauding the advertising industry. So we saw a great presentation today about that. I think it's a threat that's been out there for a long time. What's interesting is that it's grown dramatically over the last year or two, and now we're facing a time where if we don't come to understand it and start to solve it and start to work on ways to minimize it as an industry, then it's going to decrease our ability to be credible as to the brand advertiser. Furthermore, it's going to continue to lower the value of inventory across all the internet, and especially when combined with opaque environments, getting back to the lack of transparency, it's impossible for high quality inventory to compete against things that aren't even human when there's no way to differentiate.